AI, we've all heard of it. You're using it, I'm using it, we're all using it. The $8 a month or so that you spend on, say, chatgpt.com, do you think that covers your AI usage? We'll get into that question and I'll answer it, because the answer might surprise you. AI, well, it's everywhere right now. Investors, they're throwing billions at it. Companies are slapping AI on everything. Think about it. Think of every AI product that's come out in the last months, weeks, days even. Everything has the buzzword. And people, well, they're calling it the biggest revolution since the internet. But there's a catch. Similar with the internet, 95% of generative AI projects fail to deliver any return on their investment. Even Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, you might have heard of them, they're a small tech company in the AI space, has compared AI to the frenzies of the dot-com bubble, warning somebody is gonna get burned. The real question is, are we living through the AI gold rush? Is it about to take off and be massively successful? Or are we standing on the edge of the cliff about to make the next big crash? I think the answer, well, it's clear. AI, it's kind of here to stay, but I think we are on the edge of the cliff. But how did we get here? How is this all going to go wrong? AI funding, well, it's insane right now. Startups this year alone, in the first half of 2025, they've raised over $44 billion. That is crazy money. Like, think of that, right? And by the end of the year, they're projected to have spent 200 billion. That is absolutely astonishing amounts of money. It's going to be crazy. Everybody's in. Big tech, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Meta, they're all spending millions or billions. 700 billion to be precise on AI infrastructure. You know, the stuff to actually run the compute that you need to operate. Are you paying them 700 billion for their AI? No, you're not. You're not paying them anywhere near enough. The narrative goes something like this. You've probably heard this. AI will transform everything. And the gap between that hype and the results, well, they are showing big time. I think the first big problem we should look at is the ROI. If you're not familiar with ROI, return on investment, essentially when you put some investment in a company, you want some money back. 95% of projects that are building AI startups, well, they're not making any money off of that because AI compute, though the actual tokens, the thing that it costs to make the AI request have gone down, AI itself, it's gone up because they've now added reasoning, thinking, and all of these sort of additional things like tool calls. They increase the cost of your singular request. There's a lot of market jitter, I think that's fair to say. Nvidia and other AI stocks, well, they're starting to see a bit more fluctuation. The investors, well, they're getting spooked with all this spending. Experts, well, they're starting to look at this and compare it to the dot-com bubble crash, thinking, where are we going from here? Back when the dot-com bubble was at its peak, there was a mass amount of expenditure on stuff that really just wasn't going to pan out. And I think that's happening today. We're seeing that. With somebody like Meta. Meta recently hired some employees from OpenAI for about 100 million or so, I think that was the quote. But it turns out, well, they've decided that they're pausing all additional hiring in their AI divisions. A major player is pumping the brakes, and I think that's showing big warning signs. I think history has shown us that every big tech evolution has to go through this bubble phase. There has to be a point at which it's massively overhyped, overinvested, and then it crashes, or an adaptation has to happen. And that's when the real adoption starts to exist. Think of it. Through the internet and the dot-com bubble, we came out with Amazon, Google. I think the difference is that AI, it's not just hype. It's already embedded in search, coding tools, productivity software, and entertainment, really. I don't think there's a question of whether AI is going anywhere. I think it's just who's going to survive the sort of shakeout. Which companies are going to go on to the next generation of AI. Similar to how Amazon came out of the dot-com crash stronger than ever. I think the real risk, well, it comes from some of the software and the infrastructure needed. Data centers, they cost hundreds of billions per year to run, and there's a massive upfront capital. By 2028, we're expected to spend 3 trillion on just AI data centers. That's not any of the other stuff, that's not the power requirements, and that's not the energy they're using. Think about it. Here in the UK right now, the UK government are asking us to delete old emails to save on water, and we want to spend 3 trillion to build more data centers. The sort of pollution and environmental impacts of this could rival airplanes and air travel by 2030. I think that says a lot. Imagine that. You're going to put more pollution into the atmosphere by asking ChatGPT on your computer than a Boeing 747 flying through the sky. That's crazy. That is going to be a revolution. One of the big things that affected the internet and is really affecting it right now is regulation, and I think that's going to come to AI too. Well, the EU, they've already added their AI Act and it's already in place. And the US, well, they're moving in a similar way. Governments around the world, they're screaming to sort of manage, stall investment and adapt how they use AI. That's why companies like OpenAI are willing to give governments free access to their AI, because they want the government to realize how powerful it is. So is the AI bubble about to go pop? Am I about to hit the balloon and is it about to explode? I think it's safe to say the answer is 3 letters and it's YES. Yes, it's overhyped. Some investors are going to lose big. It's about to go wrong. I think we are seeing the point at which AI goes from this massively overhyped thing to something that actually sticks around and is really long term. We're going to see a correction. There's got to be a correction in the curve. The price at which you pay, like that $8 that you're paying for ChatGPT, it doesn't cover the cost of your model usage. Those models, they're way more powerful. That's why they wanted to get rid of 4.0 and some of the more compute models. They were terrible. But I think we're going to see that unfold in a way of models getting cheaper, getting simpler, but getting more powerful. But that total collapse, I don't think we're going to see it. It's very unlikely. AI will survive, just like the internet did. But the real question is, which companies are going to come through this stronger than ever? Which ones are going to be the leaders in AI? Is it going to be OpenAI? Are Amazon going to beat them? Google with Gemini? Or what about Meta with their Llama models? So the bubble might pop, but this could be what clears the way for AI's golden age. And I think that's true. I think we're seeing it. My light appears to have died. But anyway, I'm at the end of the script. So what do you think of AI? Is the AI bubble about to pop? Are we seeing an AI revolution? Let me know, because I want to know your thoughts on this. AI, it's a wonderful tool. We're all using it. I love AI. But I think at some point there's got to be a correction. We need that correction. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on AI, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.